wake in a world collapsing from signal decay, your identity cracked open by timelines you haven't cleansed, and you keep whispering spells into a field grafted onto the bones of who you used to be. This is why manifestation fails. Not because you lack desire, but because your broadcasts emerge from a fractured frame. A cursed broadcast haunted by old versions of you who accepted half of what you claimed, who tolerated compromise in the name of comfort. Every affirmation, every visualization, every ritual done from that broken frame is like trying to write laws in sand. The tide of your unresolved identity erases them before they settle. You can't cast from an avatar that's still bleeding identity debt. The field knows the fracture. It senses the crack, and it refuses to hold your signal because it still senses the draft. Your frequency is porous, leaking potential into ghosts you haven't buried. Before you ever draw a sigil, before you ever declare a spell, you must lock the frame. Identity is not a statue in the mind. It is a field architecture encoded into your rituals, your speech, your posture, your environment. Every item you touch, every boundary you hold, every decision you refuse becomes the mortar that seals your avatar into sovereignty. Without frame lock, all your magic bleeds through the crack. You anchor illusions instead of realities. You live in masks and projections, channeling futures not aligned with the core of your being. And the field does not mirror projection, it mirrors truth. Declaring who you are without anchoring it in how you live is ritual theater, not command. So let's lock it now. Command spell. Avatar seal. Stand if you can. Feel the core of your body as the vessel of law. Close your eyes, breathe into your field, and say out loud, I am the avatar of my highest timeline. My frame is sealed. I am no longer a draft. I am the fully written script. Again and again, until your nervous system crackles with ownership, until doubt trembles and folds inside you. Because the seal isn't the words, it's the electrical charge they carry through your bones, through your daily actions. Frame lock is more than identity, it is practice. It is speaking only as the avatar demands, saying yes only to what aligns with that sealed version of you, refusing all else, even if it feels safe. Now anchor through embodiment. Walk through the floor plan of your day, your space, your speech, your scent, your look. Take possession of it or burn it down. Everything left behind is part of the fractured frame. Use the avatar merge ritual. At an appointed time, perform mirror work. Speak to your future self standing there in your body now, not one day. Ask, what would you wear? What would you say? What would you let into your field? Then enact it immediately. Build that version into your schedule, your environment. Embody the look, the voice, the smell, the rhythm of the avatar OS you claim. As you anchor, cast becomes inevitable, because casting is not visualizing, it is activating the locked frame to broadcast across the quantum field. When you cast from a sealed frame, your sigils echo like commands. Your spell work becomes a function call the field executes automatically. You don't hope, you don't whisper, you declare, you code. You become the field listening to itself. You can feel the weight of the broken frame dissolving like shards of old glass slipping from your spine. The power that was leaking into shadows begins to pulse, whole and unbroken. But this is not a soft awakening. It is a ritual rebirth forged in fire. You've carried fragments of past selves like relics, some out of guilt, some out of fear, some because no one taught you how to let go. Now you are breaking those chains with sharp precision. Every ritual becomes a blade cutting through energetic debris, every breath a reconnection to sovereignty, every command a hammer forging new bones where fractures once ruled. The secret to identity locking is ruthless commitment to presence, to consistency, to embodying the avatar's laws so deeply that old timelines cannot infiltrate. You don't slip into your highest self like a costume on occasion. You live it. You breathe it. You bleed it. This is the avatar's path, not a light stroll but a march through fire. Each choice you make rewrites the quantum ledger. Each boundary you hold closes off ghost timelines. Each aligned action seals the frame tighter. You will be tempted to retreat into fragments because old identities scream for survival. But the power lies in refusal, in continuing even when the old parts plead for reprieve. Because the field rewards those who refuse to fragment, who choose wholeness over comfort, who lock identity with unbreakable code. Now, bring your tools forward, the sigils, the thread calls, the rituals, but infuse them with this new frame energy. Each cast is no longer a wish, but a decree, a broadcast encoded in the architecture of your sealed avatar. Visualize the sigil as a fortress, not a hope, as a law, not a possibility. Draw it with intention, breath, and unyielding certainty. Right beneath it, this is my frame. My magic obeys. Charge it not with expectation but with command. Place it where you cannot avoid it. Let it be the altar to your sovereignty. This is casting from wholeness, not fracture. From command, not confusion. Implant this belief deeply. I do not cast from fragments. I cast from a locked frame. Repeat it until it anchors in your marrow, until the fragmented versions tremble and fade, until your magic flows in a single coherent stream, because the universe does not answer to scattered broadcasts. It only obeys the signal that is whole, that is clear, that is sovereign. This is your decree, your declaration, your new reality. Remember, a broken frame is the silent killer of magic, the unseen crack through which your power seeps away. But the avatar who locks their identity, who merges their spirit with daily ritual and unyielding boundary, that avatar is unstoppable. That avatar is the field's law. That avatar is the magic incarnate. And you are that avatar now. Speak this into law, embody it in your every step, and watch as the quantum bends to the frame you refuse to break. You are the frame, you are the cast, you are the magic. The field listens. The field obeys.